Your team, obviously, we know defense is a strength. Other than defense, what do you think your team does really well? Maybe better than you did last year. Is it work ethic? Is it showing up on time? Is it they all get along? It could be a million different things, but what does your team really do the one thing really well, besides the defense, which you talked about?
I think the thing that I've liked the most is how competitive this group is, and I don't want to take anything away from last year's group. But, this group has that kind of just knack for showing up, and when that ball's tipped, you're going to get 32 minutes of heck from these guys because they're just going to get after you. And to me, that's been the thing I've enjoyed the most is that, man, they are competitive, and they'll rip your heart out, and they have no problem doing it. And so I've been really excited to see that develop in them. And I know that's always been there, but
right.
When you can just go all out for 32 minutes, it makes it really tough on the opponent.
And that's another thing. I mean, over my years of doing this, 25 now, I've seen a lot. Well, every coach says the same thing. One of the toughest things that they can get some girls to do, whether it's basketball, volleyball, the two specifically, is getting them to have the killer instinct because they all play against everybody, and they're all friends.
Yeah.
And it's real hard to get them to beat somebody's brains in. Where the boys' games, they don't care.
Yeah.
That's hard sometimes to get that. So what is the one thing you think your team could do better? Even though you're pretty good, you won a state championship, there's always improvement, doesn't matter what team you are. Is there anything you would like to work on more? Is it turnovers? Is it shooting better? Is it rebounding better? What is the thing you think your team could do better?
I think you can always shoot the ball better. And we went through some struggles a few weeks ago. Over Christmas break, we played 2 games down in Maryland, and we won both games, but we really shot the ball poorly. And we kind of made it a focus over the last few weeks that we're going to work on that a little bit harder. And it's starting to pay off, starting to pay the dividends. Last couple games we've been shooting around. Down in Maryland, I think we were shot about 5%, and we shot about 30 or 35% the last couple weeks. So to me, that's something that we want to continue to develop, is just shooting that basketball.
So you've only lost a couple of games. One was at Mount Lebanon in a tournament.
Yep.
You've played Latrobe, Kennedy Catholic, Moon. Obviously, you played Beaver, Pine Richland. You played teams, and you went to Maryland. Talk about how the girls take that tougher games. Do they realize the tougher you play in games now, and especially non-section, you're going to face that in the playoffs? You have to be ready, because if you don't face any tough opponents all year long, all of a sudden you're smacked with a tough opponent. It's hard.
Yeah, I love our schedule because it prepares you. The 2 games we lost, Mount Lebanon and Shadyside, nobody likes losing, and we didn't sleep that night. But at the same time, those 2 games made us way better. Showed us what we needed to improve on, how to get better, those types of things. So I love that tough schedule.
How good is Shadyside?
Really, they're number 1 in 3A, undefeated. They're a really good team. We had them. We had them on the ropes, and we really should have won the game. We let it go in the fourth.
But sometimes it's good that kids realize that in the back of their mind, we could lose a game. I've always taught it's harder to keep a team undefeated all year long because you always got to be at your best. People are looking at you that way. If you have a couple of losses, the kids realize, hey, we screwed this around. We're going to lose.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been, when I've talked to the Allen Quippas, the Lincoln Parks, or the teams that are undefeated, you have some special talent, but man, you got to be careful, because if you're not ever challenged, you might not realize it, and you lose that one game. We've seen it in the Super Bowl with New England. We've seen it with Green Bay when they were undefeated. There's just, that happens.
Yeah, for sure. And it's you want to win all the section games, but if you drop a couple out of it, it's really not the end of the world.
Well, that's our coach, Greg Houston, of the Blackhawk girls. We're going to take a break. We're going to bring a couple of the gals in. Remind you, Pizza Joe's one of our sponsors. I think Greg might get a few pieces now. They've got everything you can think of: specialty pizzas, stromboli, salads, dipping sticks, and of course, all day, any day, no limit, $20. 2 9-cut pizzas, 2 9-cut cheese pizzas, mix and match, either traditional home style or poor man's, which has no sauce. Which, Ryan, I still haven't made them make me a poor man's. I can't see pizza without a sauce, my man.
You know what sounds more appealing to you, the pizza without the sauce or the pizza with the pickles all over it?
Probably without the sauce. I don't know if I can handle the pickles.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's thanks to Pizza Joe's. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after these messages with the Blackhawk girls here on Beaver County Radio. All
Clear.
right, good job, coach. Thanks. I could tell you, some guys I could just talk to for hours. Other guys, it's like I gotta drag stuff out. I like talking to you. All right, girls, who's first?
Them too.
All right, have a seat.
So what I got, Mike, we got this set of commercials, and then we'll have 2 more. I'll need
Of
2
how
more.
much?
With about 2 minutes of commercials.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
We're going second.
So,
Does it?
wherever you want, right, anywhere you want. Well, right there, because then that way you
Okay.
two are like on the same mic. Or if one of you wants to sit there and one of you wants to sit there, that's cool. So you each have your own mic.
Yeah, either way is
Okay.
really fine.
Yeah, what are you doing, sitting in front of the not mic?
Well, you know what, no, that mic can move. Actually, you're gonna be on camera more if you sit there.
Oh gosh, okay.
All right, so I have Aubrey and I have Olivia.
Yes.
All right, tough questions coming up. So they'll move this way,
Wait.
like this.
Oh, nice.
There you go, yeah, see? And then you can move the microphone any way you want to.
Alright.
It's 2025, see, these things can be, and you can bring it down low, but you want to just keep it fairly close to you when you talk. So if Ryan can't hear you, he'll go like this or he'll
Yeah, no,
adjust.
everything is good. Everything.
And don't be, just answer, have fun. I'm not gonna, just like I did with your coach, I'll ask questions, but I'll ask other stuff besides, oh boy, I need to update it for basketball. Ooh, I got
60
touchdown.
seconds, Mike.
Okay, so 2 more with 2 minutes each.
Yes.
Okay, so that puts me 32,
2.5 minutes. to be
so maybe
exact.
47. So if I go 10-12 with them and 10-12 with the next group, is that busted up pretty good?
Yeah.
32 gives me 28. What's half of 28? 14. And it's commercials. Yeah, like 12 to 13 each.
Okay.
Wow, my math skills getting
My
better.
wife said that the sound was still on.
So what's up? Oh, it is right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me, man. Sound is still on.
Shouldn't be.
Sorry, everyone. We didn't say
Oh, I
anything
think
bad.
I know what's.
We didn't say anything bad.
No. What
I
it is,
just
Mike.
said la 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 into the mic.
On the last segment, there was an issue. Frank texted me and let me know, and I fixed that. Maybe she's just saying that the sound is on
Okay,
now.
all right.
I don't think she hears everything you're
Oh,
saying.
but we heard all of Greg, right?
Yeah, everything is good.
Can't cut him out.
Yeah. All right, we have 13 seconds.
What am I gonna ask? What am I gonna ask? What am I gonna ask?
That's a hard question.
5.
Hey, we're back. Coach's Corner with Ryan Garazunas, the bearded one, behind the production side of things. Hi, say hi, Ryan, to all your fans.
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
That's enough out of you. We don't need any more. I'm just kidding. And I'm Mike Azadian. I'm always here on Coach's Corner. And we have the Blackhawk girls, the Cougars, in the house. We just talked to Greg Houston. Now we get to talk to junior Aubrey. Wave to everybody.
Hi.
And senior Olivia Rabick. I got her name right. Okay, good. So you guys have been a part of a championship team. You guys have been a part of a championship program. You guys grew up watching the girls before you compete for championships. So you guys grew up in an organization where you knew to be able to play, you're going to have to work. Not work when you get to 9th grade, work when you're probably, I'm going to guess, 3rd and 4th grade maybe. So let's talk to the senior first, Olivia. What's it like when you're young, seeing the girls, and in girls sports, yeah, you've got the WNBA, and maybe you've got some track stars and some Olympic athletes to look up to, but in your own community, you have people to look up to in a girls program. How did that make you work harder and want to be a basketball player?
It definitely shaped my perception of working hard young, because you see there's always stuff in the community. Everyone's involved. They do the Saturday clinics at the CUMC, and they are always inviting us to camps at the high school. And so that really showed me what it takes. And yeah.
Okay. Aubrey, same question.
I feel like I always knew how hard I had to work, because I played for Drill for Skill all
Right,
the time.
right.
And I would go up to Miller's gym in Center, and I worked out with a lot of the high school girls from all over Beaver County, some from Blackhawk, some I remember Central Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of knew what it took, because I had the opportunity to work out with those girls.
So now that you guys are leaders of the team, coaches always bring their captains or their seniors or their 3 or 4 leaders we ask them to. You guys were always a part of the team before, but now that the seniors have all gone, and you lost 6 seniors, and for most teams, that's a lot. And now that you guys are thrust into a leadership, Olivia, as a senior, what are you trying to impart the knowledge on the freshmen, the sophomores, the kids that are learning and trying to be part of that rotation and part of another championship team? What are you saying, and what's your role?
I would definitely say the off-season work is a huge thing. I myself, it was kind of a hard adjustment going into high school, like knowing that, you have to put in the work in the off-season to be on the court, JV or varsity. So that was one of the things. And second thing I would say is to always go 100% in practice, because that shows coach that you're willing to do that in a game.
Are you more of a vocal person with the other girls, or more of leading by example?
I would say I try to be as vocal as I can, but I also just try to lead by example, because everyone has a different role in the team, and I think everyone sets a different kind of example, which is good, because you don't always have to be the leading scorer to be the most important player.
Of course.
So yeah.
So Aubrey, basically the same thing. I mean, you probably as a freshman you didn't play till the end of your freshman season, but got thrust into it a little bit more because of an injury, and played a big role in getting to the state championship, and then played a huge role again last year. So you're kind of used to being maybe a leader by example, but what's your role like? Other than scoring points and rebounding and all that fun stuff, but what's your role as a leader on the team?
I definitely feel like I lead more by example. I'm not the loudest person. Greg kind of always says that. I try to be vocal. I'm just not the most vocal person on the team, that's for sure. And I definitely try to lead by example, especially in practice. I just try to do what I'm told, go as hard as I can, be there, because I always say if you're gonna be there, you have to be there. You might as well try. So there's no point in coming to practice.
And in that light a little bit, we'll stay with you. What's it like mixing a high level of basketball, and you have to work at it from a young age, with your studies? Because not everybody mixes it well, and then they suffer on both ends of it. What's that like, making sure you still have the grades, making sure you have the time to get work done on both? It doesn't leave you a lot of time sometimes through the season to have a social life as much as some other kids do. Other kids are fooling around, going to the movies. You guys are practicing. You guys are at games. But you love it, or you wouldn't do it. But, what's that like for you at a young age, having to work so hard and being part of a program where you have to work to get at it?
I think it's definitely hard. Kind of like what you said about the friends thing. I'm not the most outgoing person. I have a solid few friends, and I've always just kind of put basketball and school first, and I work really hard at both to keep them, to keep my achievements high, because that's what I value. It's nice, when everyone says, they get to go out and do stuff, but, I prefer to be in the gym, work hard, because I know, that's what I want to achieve, and, when I set my mind to that.
So, Olivia, in the same vein, you're a senior. You've stuck with it a lot of times. I'm sure you have some friends that might have, maybe not as much as Blackhawk, but other schools, kids by their junior or senior give it up because they want to go and have more fun, and who doesn't? But the hard work, do you see it benefiting now that you're a senior? You're probably, 3 or 4 months from graduation. You see the end of your career coming. Do you think all this hard work is going to benefit you as you move on in your life?
Yes, 100%. I think with anything, like Aubrey said, if you just dedicate an hour or 20 minutes, whatever time you can, little extra time here and there, well, not here and there, if you want to play at Blackhawk, has to be pretty much all the time, but to basketball, that will benefit you so much. And this summer, I really saw that, when you have your free days, go out, go to Rain, and put in 2 hours of work, and then you get to be done, and then you get to go have fun with your friends. And people don't realize that's such a small amount of time that you can go and put work in, and it pays off.
So now the next question, we'll get away from basketball just a little bit. We'll start with you, Olivia. You're a senior, obviously. What are your plans after this year? Is it college? Is it going to work? Is it trade school? Usually the guys, a lot of them will go to trade school. I'm assuming maybe college. And will you try to play basketball, or is this it for you playing basketball?
It is unfortunately it for me playing basketball. I've made so many great memories, but I officially committed, not committed, but I'm going to Penn State, Maine.
Okay.
So.
And what are you going to study?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe something in the medical field, but.
So you don't know for sure what you want to be, whether it's a doctor or a nurse or a surgeon, or you don't know for sure, but something in the medical field.
Yes.
Okay, good for you. Aubrey, still a year and a half to go, but I imagine because, as your coach had said, you will likely get to go somewhere to play basketball. I'm assuming you want to play basketball in college, but first, what do you want to do besides that? Because you know as well as I do, with any injury or maybe someday it just becomes too hard with wanting to have a career, what is it you want to do with your life after basketball? What do you want to study?
I want to go to PA school, so I have to get a 4-year undergrad degree.
Okay.
Probably
What's
in
PA school? I'm not sure what that is.
Physician's assistant.
I got it. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I can broadcast a game, but okay, PA. So physician's assistant. Okay.
And so you have to go through a 4-year bachelor's degree, and I'll probably go for biology, and then you have to apply to go to grad school. It's a 2-year PA program.
So someday in the future, let's hope 20 years from now, if I'm in a hospital and you're a physician's assistant and you come by, will you remember me?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good. Well, I'm trying to be nice to you now. Okay, so have you, I don't even know if you're allowed. Are you allowed to have anybody contacting you as far as coaches and stuff?
Yes.
Have you had a lot of contact from coaches, a little bit? More than you thought you would? What's that been like?
I've had some contact with coaches. I have offers from Malone University in Ohio, Slippery Rock, and Mercyhurst.
Okay, I know all those. Okay,
I went on unofficial visits to Slippery Rock and Mercyhurst.
Okay,
and I've talked to a couple other coaches like PSAC schools, and otherwise over my recruiting journey. Yeah.
So you still have time to go. It probably will ramp up a lot more in the summer and then next year. So you still have time. So you have a lot of time to make a decision. So that's good. So let's talk about Blackhawk. What's it like for you guys last year when you guys went through the WPL playoff run and you went through the state playoff run? Olivia, what's it like knowing that every game could be your last and the crowds got bigger and bigger? You hear not only your friends, but then families and people from the community coming out to your games and the loudness of it and what that was like for you guys.
I think that it's awesome. I think all of us appreciate all the love and support that we get from our community. But at least I can say for myself, when you're out on that court, the loudness kind of just gets silenced.
Yeah.
And you're in the moment, you're in the game, and that's all that really matters. And I think that's important though, because I feel like if you're always worried about what the fans think, it could be hard to keep up.
I get you. What was it like on the bus ride back after the championship last year, the state championship? What was that like?
Oh my gosh, it was so hyper, and everyone was just happy. Everyone had a smile on their face. Really nothing could bring us down at that moment. And then we came home and we had a little community celebration at one of our local restaurants, and it was really nice.
So Aubrey, did you guys wear your medals to school the next day?
I don't think we did. No.
Nobody wanted to, or did nobody tell you to? Because I was going to ask your coach to have you wear them tonight, but I thought, if they want to. So nobody did. I'd wear that thing. I'd walk around with it like this. Because of all the people who want to throw shade, even if you're a good team or not, and all the kids who are, let's face it, too lazy to work hard. I want to be really proud of that. I'm sure you guys are very proud of that. Where's yours at right now? In a drawer somewhere, or you have it hanging on the mount?
Mine, so this is kind of funny. I have all of my medals on. It's like a giant trophy, and my grandma, she worked at Riverside High School, and it's an old gymnastics trophy, but the circles that were the gymnastics logo, she painted basketballs on them.
Okay.
So I hang all my medals on there, and it's the one right front and center.
Olivia, how about you? Where's yours?
I keep all my medals in just this little box, and that it's just in a little
Are you going to take them to college and worry about them getting stolen? Or are you going to keep them at home?
I'm definitely going to keep them at home. I don't want to lose
You don't
them.
want to lose them, I don't blame you. Okay, last one for you guys, and then I'm going to take a break and we'll get your teammates on. Olivia, would you rather on defense? Would you rather be the person on defense that stops a drive, stops a shot, and you win the next state title, or would you rather make the game-winning shot and win a state title?
Oh, I would definitely say defense. Just because, I mean, I feel like then a little pressure is less on me, but
Okay.
also because I feel like it's always better when you get that assist or you get that rebound
Okay.
that turns over into points.
Okay. Same thing, Aubrey. And any answer is okay. So if you say you'd rather get the game-winning dunk, which I don't know if you've done that yet, but I'll tell you probably not. But what would you rather do? Score that? They feed it into. You're working the offense, and they feed it to you, and you score, or would you rather reject that shot and stop somebody again to win a state title?
Since I've kind of been in that position my freshman year, like making those foul shots to beat North Catholic,
Yeah.
like that was like a big point in the game. I feel like I'd rather do that just because I've been in that position, and I feel like on defense, like if you're guarding the best girl, it's so much pressure. But
Okay.
like, I feel like if I got a shot or like foul shots, and I knew like I know my hard work, like I can make a shot.
cool.
So I feel like that's what I would prefer.
All right, folks. It's Aubrey Hupp. Waves. Did anybody you want to say hi to real quick?
I don't know who's watching, so.
Okay. Well, okay. And Olivia, anybody you want to say hi to?
Just any friends and family, the team, if you're watching.
Okay, great. We're going to take a break. Don't forget, Pizza Joe's, big sponsor. They bring pizza for the girls, guys, whoever we have up here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. We will have Ava Pagani and Andrea Kinger. I hope I got that right again. And we'll have them in a few minutes right here on Beaver County Radio.
Clear.
Girls, beautiful. Thank you. It's very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No problem. Eat some more pizza. If you guys want to take some with you, that's fine. I don't care. 'Cause we don't want to waste it. All right. Next set. What's wrong?
What's that?
Everything good?
All good, man.
All right. Who's up? You guys can sit wherever you want between those two seats is good. Okay, so let me see if we're going to make sure this is right. So those two are done. You're Ava.
I'm Ava.
Ava is this way. Yeah, so you both can have your own. That's fine. You're the only one that wore Blackhawks though. Did your coach?
Greg, do you have
did.
Blackhawk on?
I think he has the same one you do.
Everybody. I mean, almost everybody wears something from their school.
Well, we didn't know we were gonna be on
Yeah, we didn't know it was
like
on.
video
I should have told you. I'm
until
sorry.
like
I don't want to scare you or nothing. Here, let's do this. Can you slide over just a little bit? That way. Okay. So, like, I'm trying to think. I remember you played. Okay, I remember Aubrey. Olivia. I remember all you guys, but for some reason I can't picture you guys. And okay, you and was there another girl you and her shared being like the point guard? And you moved around a little bit on the. You did a lot.
Cassidy Potts?
Yes.
Yes.
No, she was 2 years ago. I'm talking last year.
Last year?
60 seconds.
That was just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
Maybe your hair is different. Maybe you during the game. You
I have it pulled up.
That's why you look
says I
different.
look different.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute, this don't look like the girl that I saw play. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember you guys. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. I remember most everybody when it comes to this kind of stuff. Yeah, you can put it wherever you want.
30 seconds.
Should I call it to your right?
Yeah, man. Okay. That phone doesn't stop.
10 seconds.
Don't ever be in charge of anything. Hello, everybody. We're back. Coach's Corner, last segment, and it's the Blackhawk girls. It has flown along. We've talked to Greg Houston. We've talked to Aubrey Hupp. We've talked to Olivia Rabick. And now we are going to talk to Andrea Kinger. I always mess that name up. I apologize, Andrea. And then Ava Pagani. Welcome, girls.
Thank you.
So first of all, so I don't forget, is there anybody you want to say hello to that might be watching? Pull that microphone closer to you. There you go. Anybody you guys want to say hi to? Teammates, fans,
Yeah, I
friends.
think a lot of our
Teammates are watching,
So,
boyfriends,
hi, guys.
anything like that. Families, grandmas, anybody?
Hi
Specific?
to everybody. How about that?
Everybody. Easy, everybody?
Teammates. Yeah,
Teammates.
everybody's watching.
So you got picked to be here, and most coaches will pick captains, will pick leaders. You guys are both seniors. You're leaders of the team. Start with you, Ava. How proud are you that you're one of the leaders of the team? And talk to us about how you are one of the leaders and what your position in the team is. Because I believe it was Olivia that said everybody knows their role and their position in the team. Talk to us about yours.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like very important that we all know our own roles because everybody has their own thing that they know that they're good at, and when we all contribute, it makes everything flow together, and it also just like keeps everybody like helps everybody stay positive. Like if you know somebody's not having the best game, somebody else will.
You, Aubrey said she was kind of quiet and led by example. Olivia seemed to be talking with the girls. Are you more of a vocal leader or more of a, like, I lead by example kind of person?
I'm probably more vocal.
Okay.
Like I'm not like yelling at anybody,
Right.
but like I'm definitely more.
But if somebody's not paying attention to coach, if somebody, I mean, you're not grabbing people by the throat, I'm guessing like football players do sometimes, but are you not afraid to say something to somebody if they're like not paying attention to the coach, which
Yeah.
they should be anyway, but.
I would say especially in the games, not so much practice, like practice-wise, like I just feel like you can put in like the work that you want, like, you know,
Right.
everybody has their days. But like I'd say in the games, I'm definitely like more like, okay, this is what we're doing, like get up, let's go, like play some defense, you know, like
Okay.
whatever it may be.
So Andrea, from what I can remember watching you play last year, you seem to be really serious on the court, from what I remember. So talk to us about you. I'll ask the same question. What do you like as a leader, and what's your role on the team?
I would say I'm more of a lead by example. I'm not very vocal. I would say I kind of just, I don't know, I play and I expect people to just kind of carry off of that
Right.
rather than telling them what to do.
But I remember last year a couple of times the team would be doing well. You still had that serious look on your face all the time. Game's over, then maybe you'd crack a smile. At least that was from me watching the games that I did. Am I correct at that? Because you seem to be pretty much all business when you're on the court. Whereas I see some people on the bench, they're laughing, they're joking. Not as much as Blackhawk, but I see sometimes you didn't seem to like the game was over to be. Even in the state championship, it seemed like it wasn't until the game was over and then you cracked a smile. Is that you? You're really serious when it
Yeah.
comes to this?
Yeah, I would say I'm serious. Definitely state championship. I wasn't going to be happy until the game was over because I think our whole goal of that game was obviously to win it. And yeah, usually I try not to let up until the end of the game.
So we talked to the girls about, Olivia and Aubrey about the ride home and what fun it was for you guys to win. You lost the year before that. You guys were part of that. Knowing that win or lose, it's your last game of the year. You're at the state level. You're in a really big arena, bigger than the WPL. Was it intimidating at all, Andrea, that when you got there, or you guys had been there before, and this was like you were on a business trip?
Yeah, I would say a lot of people said it was like a business trip. And I think because we played there the year before, it wasn't as intimidating. I personally think it's harder for me to play at Pitt rather than there. I don't
Okay.
know why. Something about the way
Sight
maybe 'cause
lines
it's-
are, the way-
Yeah, maybe because it's more open and there kind of looks like there's less fans, even though there's probably more.
Right, that's different.
But I think it's easier to play there.
So, Ava, pretty much the same thing. I think it was Olivia said you kind of block out everything when you're there, but there's pretty good crowds there, and it's pretty loud. And they really do things up. They turn the lights down, they introduce you one by one, and it's a really loud sound system. At any time, did you feel nerves and butterflies, or were you pretty much used to it by that time?
I would feel nervous for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, not even necessarily for myself because I'm like, when I'm in, like, I'm good to go. But, like, when I wasn't, like, on the bench, like, I was more nervous for everybody, even though I had full confidence in them. Just, like, being in that big area, like you said.
Your coach says that you guys this year seem to be more the killer instinct, more the getting to the gym and working hard. And he doesn't really seem to have to really get on you much about that. This is that special thing about this team. Would you agree to that? That's a little bit different than last year? That this team, you guys are a lot more serious? Well, you weren't. I shouldn't have said it that way. But it just seems like you guys, he doesn't have to motivate you guys to work hard.
I would definitely say that. Like, I know, just for example, on Thursday, or tomorrow, I guess, we have a game, and, like, we're already talking about going to shoot after school.
Okay.
Like, us girls, we plan that by ourselves. Like, we don't even need Greg to necessarily tell us, because we know, like, how much we want to get to the Whippeal and get to the state championship. Like, we can't be told every single day, like, you have to go shoot. Like, you have to do that on your own, or you're not going to see the results you want.
Now, Andrew, you played under Steve, the former coach, for a couple of years. Now, Greg. Two very good coaches, both won WPL titles, and now, state titles as well. And any big transition from Steve to Greg?
I would say very different style of coaching.
Okay.
I think Lodovico was more someone who almost really pushed you in almost sort of like negative ways, but obviously he just wanted to make you better. But Greg is more kind of, I would say, uplifting.
Okay.
Not that he can be strict with us too, but more uplifting and a kind of like won't pull you out of the game if you mess up. He wants you to keep trying, and like he knows everybody's gonna mess up.
So let's talk about, you guys are both seniors. First, let's stay with you, Andrea. You've got, 3-4 months before you graduate? It's here all of a sudden. It seems like you were just a freshman probably, and now you're going to be moving on. What are your plans after high school? Will you play basketball? Are you going to go to college? And if so, what are you going to study to do?
I am going to Point Park, and I'm actually playing lacrosse.
Oh, you're a lacrosse player too?
Yes, I'm a lacrosse player. And
is that your favorite sport of all time, or even though you love hoops? But
it's probably my favorite sport. I mean, I used to go back and forth when I was little, like between which I was kind of doing better at the time. But I would say probably lacrosse.
So you're going to go to Point Park. What are you going to study?
Right now, civil engineering.
And civil engineering has to do with
construction,
yes,
bridges, roadways. It's kind of a lot of different branches. You can do a lot with it.
Okay. So that's what you're going to study right now. But hey, no one says what you go into school for is what you have to come out of school doing. So that's okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
So Ava, how about you? What are your plans?
I'm planning to go to Kent State.
Okay.
And I'm majoring in nursing.
So you're going to be a nurse.
Yeah.
So much like Aubrey, someday in the future, if you see an old me in a hospital, you're going to be nice to me?
Oh, absolutely.
Got to be nice to you and Aubrey, then. I guess. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys the same question I asked them. Be the person on defense to stop somebody from scoring to win a state title this year, or being the person that's either on the line or makes the big basket to win? First you.
Pick what I'd rather do.
Uh-huh.
Guard the girl.
Okay. Andrea?
I would say probably guard the girl too.
So defense is pretty big for you guys.
It is. And I think that was even, at least my role mostly last year in the state championship. I feel like even as a team was just stop the girls because they were all shooters. Yeah.
I remember that last year. If I can remember, Aubrey had a big game, and the two twins, which I can't remember their last name. Romais. Those two girls, and they faltered in and out, took turns scoring. And it's always been kind of an equal thing with all of you girls, but the other team would try to stop one person, but then I do remember you being very defensive in that game. So let's say you're away, you're done playing on a weekend, and you got a free Saturday, and you're done shooting together, and you got a night to do what you want to do. What would you do? What are you going to do for fun? Hang out with families, play video games? What do you guys do, either as a team or with other friends? Andrea, what do you do?
Probably text my friends, see what they're doing.
Go hang out, do something.
Yeah, do something.
Ava, same thing?
I was going to say the same
And
thing.
what do you guys do? Go get food?
Go to the movies.
Where do you go get food at? Where's your favorite place to eat?
Our favorite after game spot is Zookie's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost every game, home game, we go to Zookie's.
Okay, yeah, but it's many times. Sometimes we go after the show here. So hang out afterwards. What is there anybody on the team? It's like the team jokester, the team fun person, the team that can always crack everybody up.
I feel like it's like a lot of different people every
feel like
day.
every
I feel like
day
it's a different
somebody else,
person.
So it's different.
Yeah.
So do you guys have team music, like a team song, or anything? Like, do you come out to a certain song?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? Please be something I know. Please be something I know.
You won't, I don't think you would know it.
Servo Loco by Drake.
I know who Drake is, but I probably have heard the song.
And I forget what our second one is.
It's like,
I would say that's like our team song.
what is it?
I don't know what it's called.
don't know.
Yeah,
You guys aren't listening to Metallica,
No.
Van Halen. You're not listening to Foo Fighters. Man, you guys, I get nobody that likes rock and roll anymore, Ryan. I don't quite get it. Yeah, I know. 30 seconds. A minute. Girls, it's been a fun ride for you guys. You're seniors. You've been playing well this year. Real quick, couple of seconds each. What do you feel your team has to do good the rest of the year to do well in the playoffs and to try to win another WPL and state playoffs? You first, Andrew.
I think defense is a big thing for us, and I think if we lock down our defenders and just play defense as a team, which is what has kind of been our goal.
Yeah, I would definitely say like staying together and pushing each other every day in practice. Well,
Okay, well, turns out I have a couple more minutes. So how about that? Okay, so we talked about away from sports. Who's your favorite athlete, man, guy or gal? Whether it's Olympic sport, basketball, football, baseball, who's your favorite athlete?
oh, I don't know.
I know, it's tough, isn't it? Don't say LeBron James. Everybody says LeBron James, and I just want to.
I don't know.
He's
if you
good,
know
but
who this is? Charlotte North. She's a lacrosse player.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know who that is. Is she in
really-
college or is she the professional?
I think she's going to the professionals this year.
Yeah, no.
Where's she play now? What college?
She went to Boston. No, Boston.
Boston College.
Yeah,
She went to
Boston College.
Very
So that's
good.
both of your favorites, athlete?
Yeah.
I would say. I can't think of another one right now.
So if you're watching a sport, do you guys watch the WNBA? Do you watch the NBA? Do you watch what's your favorite sport to watch on TV?
I watch a lot of like March Madness.
Awesome.
In March.
That's good stuff.
I'm not really a WNBA or like NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, I like watching college stuff.
How about you, Ava?
I feel like I watch a lot of football because my dad has it on the TV a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, my family's a big football family.
If you could play another sport besides basketball, what would it be? Is that the only sport you play? Or do you
I play lacrosse too.
Okay, other than lacrosse and basketball, you'll get this too. What sport would you play? Even if they don't have it there. It could be bowling, it could be tennis, could be. I mean, Blackhawk has a lot of sports. I know that, but
I would like to try field hockey.
oh my God, that's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Guys
Like
ever
it's
watched
very
it?
similar to lacrosse.
Have you ever watched? A field hockey
I
game?
feel like it would hurt my back.
Or soccer. I used to play soccer when I was
Soccer's cool.
younger. I would play that again.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, field hockey's. That's hard to watch. Pass, stop, whistle. Pass, stop, whistle. Well, that's going to be about it. We're going to thank Pizza Joe's once again for their patronage. Remind you that they have the $20 2 9-cut cheese pizzas all day, any day, no limit. Pizza Joe's, thank you to them as always for letting us have pizza for the guys and girls. We want to thank Greg Houston for coming up. Appreciate him coming up. We want to thank Aubrey Hupp, Ava Pagani, Andrea Kinger, and Olivia Raybeck. Also want to thank Ryan Garazunas behind the scenes as always. I'm Mike Azadian. We'll be back next week. I don't know who we're going to have on yet next week, but all I got to say to end this one is go Cougars, and we'll see you next week.
Clear.
There we go. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No problem. I had fun. I always have fun.
Me too.
And thank you very much for coming up. Thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the year. I'm sure I will see you guys. Maybe not in the regular season because we're doing a Friday night game of the week, but I am sure I will see you guys in play.
Sounds good. Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much.
We'll see
Good
you.
luck, guys.
Thank you.
Why 802?
What's that?
Why 802?
I was just able to manipulate to where that's fine. I would because the next show doesn't start till 8:05. Instead of going to the already programmed commercials, I would just put our spots in those spots, move the program commercials back, and it worked out just
Well,
fine.
you're just the hero of everything.
That, but
Oh, look, I have Blackhawk Cougars basketball.
Oh, look at that.
It is what it is, as they like to say.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Let me get on my jump. Shows go fast. When you got really good schools,
Oh, absolutely.
it goes fast. When you don't have good schools, it tends to drag. And by myself, I don't know why. With John, I like it, but it seems like I get in a rut and I can't this way. I gotta do it myself, and I gotta think about it, and I gotta get it all pretty much done with my head go. So now I really gotta think about it more. You
You're
know?
right. No, what sounds great as always,
See
man.
what's going on. If there's any pizza left. See what's happening.
Check it out.
Ideas just for you. Years
Where's
of
everybody
experience
at?
in working with people who are prone to falls has given St. Barnabas special
Guys have fun?
expertise in this area. Call them at 724-443-0700
The first girls team we've had in a while. Last year I
and
won too,
learn
but I
about
ran.
ways that you you can
I
feel
thought the show would go longer into the playoffs.
including
because the playoffs
suggestions
are like
that you can
pretty much
implement
midnight
right
week.
now into your daily routine.
It's hard to
Call
go,
St. Barnabas at
especially with work, to be off as many nights as I could be.
For many
And then
years now,
I
St.
planned
Barnabas
on
has
trying
been
to have you guys on
helping
last year,
people
and then-
fall in love,
So
that
then this
is, with
year,
their
I said,
new,
well, I wanted
better
to
life,
do that. Didn't
a
get on
longer
last
life,
year.
a
So I was gonna have to go
risk-free
last
life.
week.
Call St.
But-
Barnabas now at 724-443-0700 or visit
For all your teammates jealous,
stbarnabas.com
you guys
to
are good.
learn more about living
They're
longer.
so smart, they just text us and said, great job.
Make your dream of a college degree a reality at Community College of Beaver County. CCBC offers 10 pathways to